Discovering a wonderful world.
Hi guys, this is Neil from Discovering a Wonderful World. And this video is a little different because when we originally set out on this RV journey, we didn't quite expect everything that has happened. As you can tell, I have a little sinus infection. You can see behind me that maybe things are a little different, and there's a big story behind that. Hi guys. So, sometimes life takes unexpected turns. And as you know, we were selling our house, going on the road. Unfortunately, our house didn't quite sell before a lady named Laura came through. A lot of damage to our friends and people we care about, as well as some damage to our house and yard. So we're going back to check on it right now. We're about 3 weeks after the storm, and you're gonna start seeing a lot of damage as we get closer to Lake Charles in the area where we lived. What's your assessment, Jess?
Here's some buildings that a lot of buildings and it broke right here, but some of them did here.
Yeah?
Yeah, and so many trees have been sideways.
Oh, I see. So here we go down our street. That was bad. Yeah, these are our neighbors. Pretty bad. That's heavy hits. We're in the next block. They are moving our trees out today. how bad. These are our neighbors. Here's the house we had up for sale. Right there. So here's what we got going on, and actually they're moving out trees today, but you can see it was bad. That whole fence line was covered with these trees. That's my poor shed. Coming back. This tree ended up being somewhat hollow. But, yeah. It's nice. That's my tree. And here's some other people's. I don't want to get in his way. He's working. We can get right back on this one. Go out and get a nice fishing spot out there. Yeah. Oh yeah. Had this big tree in the yard. Yeah. That's the root system. Yeah. That's nice. Makes a nice picture, huh? Hey, at least my little tree survived.
Make a real pretty piece to help, you know. So I figure I'm gonna put me a new donkey in.
Hey, my neighbor found the shutter. I don't have to buy a new one. Sweet. And here we are trying to pull my big tree out of the lake. That used to be a full forest. Looks pretty, doesn't it? These things happen. Oh yeah. That thing looks nice. Oh, got a bed spring that flew into the yard. So when people tell me, hey, it's great that you're doing that, but I could never do that. Well, let me tell you, if I can do it and my family can do it, yours can too. Because our first month and a half on the road has been very eventful, to say the least. As you can see around me, the destruction where I'm at is pretty heavy. We had put our house up for sale. We had our house under contract. and Hurricane Laura happened in our hometown. And so now that's been delayed because of a little bit of damage and a lot of other things. But we had to come down and do some repairs, get some trees out of the yard. As we got here, Tropical Storm Beta happened to come through, and so it poured on us almost every day. And as you can tell by my voice, I have a pretty bad sinus infection. 2 weeks ago it was a COVID scare, but I was negative on COVID, so it's okay. So when people tell me that adversity may be an issue, well, fight through it. If you want to do this, get out on the road and do it. It's not that bad. You'll figure out a way, and at every turn, things turn around and they're okay. You can do it. Now at this moment, I'm filming from a little park in my town, and miraculously, the park itself is not really hit that bad. The trees were far enough away from the main park area that's brand new that it didn't get destroyed, but everything around is pretty destroyed. 15 years ago, I went through Rita, and Rita had a lot of damage, and I actually had more damage to the house I had at the time. But the house we have now, it didn't suffer quite as much damage. However, this city suffered a lot more damage. I mean, it is massive destruction around here. But the park areas seem to survive. Now they have a lot of trees to cut out, but they'll recover. It'll just take time. One of the things I can tell you about this storm, as opposed to Rita 15 years ago, is the amount of response and generosity by people is amazing. There is no place in town you can't get a hot meal, get some supplies to help you out until you get back on your feet. It is 3 weeks after the storm right now, and things are moving along. Most people have power back now, so it is pretty amazing this time, just the amount of help out there, if you're willing to humble yourself and go out and get it. Here's another thing to understand when these storms happen. People say, well, they're insured, it'll be okay. And yes, most people are insured, and you can get things done, and you may even come out a little bit ahead at times. However, it is a fight with insurance. They will give you the minimum, and you're going to have to keep putting in the claim in order to get them to cover the damage that you had. Things that worked previously, well, they don't work anymore. And even a little bit of damage in a storm like this cost a fortune, because when tree companies come in to get your trees, well, you're lucky if you find the right one, because most of them are up in their prices to crazy levels. And I mean extravagant levels to take trees away. Also, if you have damage, contractors, there are some fair ones out there. But if you don't have massive damage, try to find a contractor. And if you get one of those small contractors that isn't licensed, well, pray. Because a lot of times, the damage they're fixing, they aren't gonna do right by you. So you have to be very careful which way you go with all that. It's just a tough situation. It takes time, and it's a lot of effort to get things straightened out. But you can do it. So if you're in this situation, say your prayers, get out there, do the work, and you'll get there. Be positive. So it's time to get back on our RV adventure. You know, things are gonna work out, and we're gonna be okay. It's just a little hitch in the road. Keep positive, keep fighting, keep praying, and you'll get there. I can't say enough to thank all the people and all the volunteers who have come down to help people out. All gave some gave all. And even through the massive destruction of Hurricane Laura, our flag still stands. And with that, we'll see you next time on Discovering a Wonderful World.